It took until September of year 10, but we are finally harvesting flax, which means we're getting to the part of the game where we can start reliably making clothes, or at least I think so. If we look at textile materials, we have a good amount of feathers, we have some leather, we have some alpaca wool, but 606 flax and climbing. That's kind of exciting. That's kind of really, really exciting, because if we can get a huge amount of that, we can start clothing people, we can keep them warm, we can keep them healthier. And I think that's gonna be my goal. I think that's gonna be what I'm trying to do most with this game right now, is get everybody to be healthy, because they definitely are not that right now. So hopefully we can turn this around a little bit, and hopefully we can get this thing here built, which we absolutely can. We got someone working there, so we're gonna get more tech pretty reliably. I'm pretty sure we do in fact have another technology point, which is fantastic. So paper. If we got paper, I'm pretty sure we can use paper to speed up research. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think paper seems like a pretty good bet. And if we have a look, we can process reeds or timber into paper. Now this thing can kind of go anywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it pretty much anywhere. It doesn't really matter exactly where. So I think right here seems like a decent little spot. Right back here seems like a decent little spot. I think we'll just go for there. I think that'll be okay. I'm not going to prioritize it though, because I kind of want my settlers to do whatever they want to do. We have, you know, a bunch of houses coming up. We have less and less people that are homeless, which is great. So I'm sort of gonna let them just do whatever. But I'm also thinking that we probably do want to get our hands on more shopping houses. Because if we look at it, in terms of fuel, it is going down. And every single house that we build is going to take more fuel. So we're gonna want more of these. So I guess we could, well, we can't place it in here. So I guess we could place it sort of over here if we really wanted to. I think right there is a good little spot for a shopping house. So we'll get that built as soon as possible. And we should probably also look into getting, I mean, we saw it recently, the boiler room is probably something that we want to get our hands on as well. Because if we don't, I have a feeling that the domestic fuel thing is not really gonna do all that well for all that long, basically. I get the feeling that what's gonna happen is we're gonna hit this point where, you know, I've built way too many houses and we don't have the fuel to keep them warm. So regardless of the houses, people are going to suffer. Now let's see. We have 13 immigrants wanting to settle. I'm thinking we're going to do it. I'm thinking we're going to do it. Now, we're going to be selecting a new administrator apparently, which is kind of exciting. We've also got someone with the plague, which we can hopefully deal with. Let's see. So construction proficiency +1, livability. Okay. I kind of like the idea of construction. I feel like construction is a good bet. So we'll go for that. I'm also pretty sure, yeah, we already brought the immigrants in, so that's fine. Hopefully they can go ahead and start working on all of these houses. And I'm feeling like that's probably going to be one of the last times that we bring immigrants in here, because we're getting to a point, like I mentioned, where if I'm not careful, things are going to go downhill very fast. I need to not get carried away. I need to not get too crazy with, oh my God, I can bring all these people in. I can bring all those people in. I need to be careful. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to be careful from this point going forward. Now, let's see. This thing here, I think needs to be built. Have I got anything prioritized right now? No. Let's prioritize this so that we can start turning that flax into cloth, and so that we can start turning the cloth into clothes. I think that's the big thing right now. I'm also thinking that we have this clinic. Oh, now hold on a minute. Where are we looking here? Technology, livability, hospital. Interesting. So we might need a hospital? That seems interesting. Yeah. We really might need a hospital and a pharmacy at some point. That's kind of terrifying. Okay. I feel like another clinic is probably a good idea, especially for over here. So let's go to services. Let's go to a police station as well. Probably a good idea. So we'll drop it there. The clinic, I mean, it could go up there. That's not the greatest place for it. Down here would be a much better spot. In fact, clearing out some of those houses would be a pretty good idea for the clinic, to get it right in the middle there. And I think that's maybe what I'm going to do. I know it's a little bit silly, but I think I'm going to clear those houses out, and I'm going to put a clinic right in the middle of that. So let's make sure this thing down here is prioritized. It is getting worked on, which is great. So once these houses go, clinic right in the middle. That'll keep everybody in this area nice and healthy. Should keep them relatively happy. And speaking of happiness, wouldn't a church be a bit of a good idea down here as well? Man, maybe we should put this in the middle as well. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy with it. I really don't want to get too crazy with tearing out these houses. In fact, you know what? Let's cancel this. Let's not have people be completely homeless again. Let's just deal with the fact that the clinic is going to have to go like here, a little bit off center. And I think that is where it's going to go. So the clinic can live there. The church can live on the opposite side. And I think that'll be okay. So that'll keep people healthy. That'll keep people happy. And that's what we need for this area. This thing down here is so close to being finished. I can almost taste it. I don't know what I'm tasting. Probably cloth, I guess. Doesn't that has some connotations? I'd like to retract that statement, actually. I'm not tasting anything. All right? Forget about it. I'm not tasting anything. Let's just get this thing built, please. If you wouldn't mind. If someone wouldn't mind. Wait, who's doing it? Where's the person? I can see like the little line here. I've got no idea. Oh, it's done. Oh, it's done. Okay. So flax into linen is what we're looking for. And I'm going to set a limit of like, I don't really care. 2,500, I guess, is probably fair enough. We'll open up a second job on this and we'll get that going. And then what we can do with you is say linen into clothes, and the limit on you is going to be like 500. And hopefully that works. Hopefully we see some good things happen here. Almost all of these houses are done in this row, which is great. 15 people homeless, 1 injured, 126 without clothes. This guy has already made linen, actually. This guy has already made linen. That's kind of huge. Okay. You are doing nothing right now. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. I really am. Oh my God, there's so much flax in. Yeah, they're making a good amount. Okay. All right. This guy has some linen in here, so we're going to be making, oh my God, we're actually going to be making clothes. Okay. That's kind of huge. What have you got going on right now? So that was the tools. I think that's probably fine. What about you? So the distillery is doing its thing. Have we got potatoes? We have none in reserve. Okay, that's interesting. I should probably check the fields, right? So let's see, broccoli, beans, staple food, oats. Are we doing anything with oats? Oats can be used for the brewery. Interesting. Wait, that's not a brewery. That's the distillery. Wait, do we have a brewery? I don't remember if we have a brewery at all. Distillery, winery. Okay, winery. What do I do with a winery? Can brew a greater variety of alcohol than a distillery. I feel like I'm losing it. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember what I have and what I don't have. Agriculture. Processing. Agriculture? That's not going to be brewing, is it? What is this? Bread shop. Ooh. A mill. Oats. Cereals grown in the fields, directly edible, can be processed into flour at the mill or malt at the water mill. Okay, so that could then go into, like, bread. I feel like we should get a mill. That seems like a great idea. I mean, like, that genuinely seems like a fantastic idea. We might want to do that. Mining, whatever, construction, whatever. Where the hell did I get the brewery? Why can I not? What is this? Clean water? No. Heating? No. I feel like I'm blind. I really do. I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like it's right in front of me. I feel like the brewery was probably there day one. You know what? Whatever. I want the mill. I want the mill because I want to start making bread. That seems like a really good idea to just start, you know, making bread. So we got the water mill and we got the mill. And the mill's kind of cool. The water mill, also kind of cool. Could I put it next to this guy? I absolutely sort of could. Okay. Well, that's kind of tempting. To get ourselves a little water mill down here. We can put it here as well. Which would be kind of great. But I feel like we're going to need more fields as well. So what if we were to go in? I mean, we have 12 laborers right now. Only 7 people homeless. What if I go to food and I go fields and I say, you know, 15 by 15 right here. So 15 by 15. And let's see, 15 by 15 here as well. So those two could be oats. And then maybe we go and say that, you know, some mills can live up this way. So we do, I don't know, 1 and 2. And I think that would be okay. I think we could probably get away with that. So we'll do some paths like that. We'll get the 2 mills going. This guy is going to be oats. This one as well. How many people have we got working here? 8? We don't need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the same thing over here. So 1, 2, 3 and some oats. So that should be fine. Now what's wrong with you? Rope and cut stone. We don't have either of those. So we need a masonry workshop. Do we have a masonry workshop? Let's see. Construction, cut stone, we don't, but we can get one. And then for rope, that's going to be... Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't think it's knitting. Wait. It is. Reeds or flax into ropes. And then reeds. Where do we get reeds? Is that a thing in here? Stable food? No, it's not. Where do we get reeds? I feel like I've seen it before somewhere, and I can't for the life of me remember. The masonry thing we can 100% get and just place here. That's fine. Services, this is all fine for now. Is my little building here done? No. Okay. That's roads, that's decorations, that's blueprints, that's commands, that's whatever. Okay. The reserve of fuel is low. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay. Let's get the chopping house prioritized because that's going to be a really big deal. And let's see what I'm looking for. So if we go to agriculture, reed. Yes, so we have to unlock it. But I think that'll be good because I'd rather use reeds than flax to make rope because flax is for clothing of which we are starting to actually clothe people. We only have 40 people not clothed now. That's kind of huge. That's actually really huge. That's amazing. All right. So this guy's coming along. We'll hopefully get that done in no time at all. And hopefully that's going to be enough to give us enough fuel, because we are legitimately starting to run out. But here's my thinking. We're running out of fuel, but we have clothes. So they should, I would hope, be able to, again, I would hope they should be able to stay warm for a bit longer, right? That's probably how that works. Also, this is done. Not bad. We can put more housing out that way. What are you complaining about? There's no one working in this hunter's hut. Okay, let me get 3 people working there. That seems like a pretty solid idea. They don't live near it, but they can certainly work out there. And as for you, you are so close to being done, and you're done. Let's get 2 people working there, and you are going to use timber to make fuel. Wait, yeah. Domestic fuel out of timber. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be double the fuel production that we had previously. Hopefully it's going to be enough. We have got a decent amount of timber. Probably not necessarily enough, but a decent amount. And I guess if we want to go better on timber, we could do more foresters' huts too. So we could do one like here. We could do one like here. I don't know if we want them to overlap though. Probably not. That's probably something you really don't want with a forester's hut, is any overlap. So maybe, I mean, one right there, that's a pretty good spot for it. So let's do a forester's hut right there. And we have this road going up this way. So let's do a forester's hut, I guess, maybe here. I mean, part of it's taken up by the mountain, but that should be okay. And then I guess we could probably do one out this way as well, but we'll leave it for now. We'll get the 2 foresters' huts going, hopefully in a good amount of time. I've also just noticed no one is lacking clothes, and we are starting to get some in the stockpile, so that's great news. People are also a bit happier, I think. Maybe not necessarily healthier, but we'll go with happier for sure. So that's good. What is this? That was our police station. That was the masonry workshop. That's the church. And that is the clinic. Let's prioritize the clinic so that we can get those guys to be, you know, healthier out this way. Because I think that's going to be important too. Because we are going to have a lot of people living out here. I mean, I'm assuming all these houses have at least one person in them, and they absolutely do. So yeah, we're going to want this thing to be good to go as soon as possible. And then probably this, and honestly, probably everything. I'm realizing that's really, we don't necessarily have enough laborers. My balancing is probably way off as well. That's something important to keep in mind. I am by no means optimizing Yonkers, but I'm having fun with it, so it's fine. It's fine. We'll not worry too much about it. Although my stockpiles are starting to fill up over here, which I don't love. We should probably figure out. We should probably start figuring out some specifics and some numbers and all that kind of stuff. Because really, what I would love to do is figure out the approximate amount of water one person consumes per year, and then set our upper limit of water to be like 1.5 times what we're gonna need every year. And then the same with like food and stuff like that as well, because we have like 20,000 food right now, and every year I'm pretty sure the amount of food that we have is going up. I'm pretty sure our water is going up as well. So it'd be kind of nice to actually optimize at some point, but I think we're fine for now. Now, we did just get a tech point, so let's see what we can do here. We've got education, we've got trade. I should probably start specializing on something. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Like lighting, for example, would be an interesting one, or, you know, more into agriculture. I've also not done anything with apiaries. That would be a good idea. Or a grove would be an idea. In fact, I wanted reeds. Let's get reeds, because that was absolutely something that we need. So what are we looking? Reed field. All right. So this guy has to be at least partially in the water. Let's see. Have we anywhere better for this? Not really. All right. What about here? Can I get it over here? No. Can I get it? Oh, I can put it there. That's a decent little spot for it. So I think that's maybe where we are going to put this thing, is sort of up this way. Yeah. Let's give that a shot. Actually, no, that one's never going to work. Let's see. Reed field. Where'd you go? Right there. I guess we just put it sort of wherever, right? We go for like there, and we go for there. We'll do 2 of them so that we have plenty of them, so we can make plenty of ropes, so that we can make plenty of whatever we might need. And also on top of that, we can trade the ropes. I'm sure, right? I'm sure that's part of this game as well, is actually trading things and not just hoarding everything, which is basically all I'm doing right now. So I should probably consider that. Do we have a doctor? We do. Fantastic. We've got all the houses done. We get some people that are cold. We have got a good amount of fuel though, so that's nice. And we just got some immigrants. Oh no. Oh dear. I don't think I could house them. I'm pretty sure every single house has someone in it. And we still have 3 people that are homeless. What? How have we managed that? How have we got 3 people that are homeless when I've just built all these houses? Oh my god. Okay. 1, let's do 2 and 3. I guess it took us a while to build the houses, huh? That's probably what did it. We'll build those houses there, and that's hopefully going to be enough to house everybody. And then hopefully we're not going to have to deal with, you know, a massive amount of homelessness. So if we check here, 14, I'm going to say no, they can leave. We need to kind of deal with the homeless issue that we already have. So I hope these 3 houses actually do solve that problem. It'd be nice. I'm also really thinking that we should clear out a bunch of, we should get more people in these fields to clear them out quicker. Now, let's see. Merchant ship. Can I mean, what do you got? Lanterns, gowns, beddings, scarecrows. I'm not really interested, to be brutally honest. I would like... What have we got a lot of? We have a lot of pecans. We have a lot of peas. Can I really don't know, to be honest. I don't sell items, peas, like 2,500. Let's try that. I don't know if we actually have them in storage or not. I mean, we have one person. Poor Douglas is going to have to move 2,500 peas all by himself. So yeah, there we go. We got 70. So how do I sell it? Like, are you interested? Oh yeah, no, you'll give me money for peas. That's fine. All right, yeah. So how much for like 100? You give me 20. Oh, you only want 70. Oh. All right. I mean, need to choose merchant's goods at the same price. I want your money. I don't want goods. I want your money. This slightly complicates things. All right. You know what, mate? Go away. And you know what? We don't want the peas anymore. let's get them out of there. I don't quite know how trade works in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how this game works. I'm kind of still learning. I don't know if it's obvious, but very much still learning. Let's see. So police station is up and going. We actually have no laborers. We have 15 students, 24 kids. All right. Well, hopefully that works out. That's the clinic. That school's about to be done, which is kind of nice. So we're going to be able to get more, right? We're going to be able to have 30 yeah, we actually did just get a whole bunch of students went there, so that's all right. Citizens are freezing. That's not good. I guess it is, what, January, so they're gonna be. Although in saying that, it's not just January. I'm recording this video at the end of March, and it was snowing the other day. It was weird. Like, it was weird. I'm gonna be honest. Snow at the end of March, although I've also seen it snow in June once. That was a long time ago, but that was also kind of weird. 1 minute you're out running about playing football. Believe it or not, I was once quite sporty. Yeah, I was out playing football, and not an hour later, it was, you know, white skies and snowing like a blizzard. It was actually kind of weird. It was great too. I'm one of those weird people that, as much as I will complain about the cold, I kind of like the cold. I prefer cold to heat. I feel like I've always said this. Being cold is better than being too warm, because you can put on layers, right? You can put on layers, and you can warm up. And honestly, there's something to be said about warming up. It's kind of it's a pleasant feeling. Like you get in, you light a fire, I don't know, you make a nice cup of tea, you do whatever you're doing, and you're warming up, you're getting nice and toasty, right? It's so much more pleasant than like, oh my God, it's so warm outside, and then you go indoors and it's warmer, and you're just sitting there and you're like, don't touch me, don't feed me, no, I don't need anything to drink, leave me alone, I'm probably going to die. All right, that's the experience of being too warm, in my opinion. All right. Anyway, let's prioritize. Actually, you know what? Let's prioritize these houses, because I really want to deal with this homelessness problem. I really want to get people, you know, I want to get rid of these complaints, basically, is what I want to do. I'm kind of sick of them. As for tech points, let's see what we have. The bathhouse, actually, is probably not a bad idea. And once we get cut stone, we can do some fun things. So let's have a look at it. It has a pretty good radius, which is great news. It's not necessarily going to be enough of a radius to cover everybody here, but we'll do one there. And can I get it in here? I absolutely can. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I could put it here, and that would be a little bit closer to some people. So let's do a bathhouse right there. And that'll be 2 bathhouses. That should improve the general cleanliness of my settlers and should make them happier and healthier, which, as I've said, is pretty much my goal at this point, to make them happier and healthier. Now let's see. We have 22 students, 18 kids, 161 people in the general population. My reserve of herbs is annoyingly low. Does that just mean I need more gatherers' huts? Because I could put one like here. That seems like a good spot for it. But I don't know. I just don't know. I guess we could go and say, like, gather, and I might do this, just tell them to go gather all of those plants and just see what we get. I don't really know what benefit there is to doing this, if any. This might be a terrible idea, but I'm going to say we gather all of this and just see if it gives us anything good. You know, maybe a nice influx of herbs to keep us going until the gatherers can catch up a little bit. Although, to be honest, I think what we really need is a good number of laborers so that we can put them to work in more gatherers' huts. Because it definitely seems like that's kind of the problem. This is the eternal battle with this kind of game. It was the same thing in Banished. I would have sort of a mass building spree and then no laborers left to do anything. So it'd be nice if we could fix that. Like this house, for example. Because it's July, all my farmers have gone back to working. The house isn't getting built. And same with like these roads that haven't been built for years at this point. They've been, I mean, it'd be nice if the roads were, oh, there we go. All right, well, I look like an idiot. Wait, do I, oh, you know what? I'm probably an idiot. Hold on a minute. So I probably need builders. That's what I need. Doesn't that exist? Services, builder's cabin. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. That probably would have sped things along a little bit, huh? Having builder's cabins. Let's wait. Oh my god, you just place it. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's take you out of there and put you in there. Open up all those jobs. Do we have another builder's cabin anywhere? We have one here. Open that up too. All right. Let me fire you and add you to this one. Where else can I fire people from? I feel like we don't need as much stone as we're getting right now. And we probably don't need as much of this either. So let's go and put you, like 2 of you in here. Right? So do that. And I'm going to put 2 more in here as well. So there we go. We have 8 builders. So that should now really nicely guarantee construction of just about everything. I feel stupid for not realizing that we needed builders sooner than now. I feel like I've been complaining about construction forever. Like an idiot. I feel silly. All right. That's what I'm getting at. Good news is, at the very least, the paper mill is done. We're going to need some people working there. We also have an event, Shooting Star. What are we looking at here? A light spark glided through the clear night sky. It's a shooting star. It is said that if you make a wish to a shooting star, your wish will come true. What do you wish for? Agriculture. The shooting star disappeared into the night sky. Whether or not it will bring good fortune is anyone's guess. Ooh, grape seeds. Not bad. I will absolutely take it. That's kind of fantastic. What's going on with you? Oh, cut stone. Yeah, well, that'll happen eventually. This is getting worked on. This is getting worked on. Okay, yeah, I think having some active builders, who would have thought that it might actually help us out a little bit? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Certainly not me. Certainly not me that sat here for the last however many episodes wondering why building was so slow and assuming that laborers just did everything.